intoxication. Never could drink no liquor. When I was young, I tried when I was at high school, tried to drink some liquor when I get sick as a dog. Sick as a dog. When I got a taste of that marijuana and a taste of that cocaine, brother, I was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy in love.
And they never in my life spent a day in jail behind doing what I was doing. Okay, I used it, I sold it, and everything else. But it was because Elijah's program, man, they put me on a path, man, to get away from all of that stuff.
Right. And that's you know, like I said, during that time, this is what, you know, all commendable. We commend, you know, him for that work that he put in.
Sure, definitely.
That's not something that we deny.
Exactly what
right? We don't deny, like, okay, well, you know, what did you do for us? And you ain't do nothing. Yes, we understand that, you know, what he did for the people was something that was commendable.
That's right.
And, you know, taking the people out from darkness and, you know, letting the people know that what you're putting inside of your body is, you know, you only killing yourself and so forth like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but like I said, but as far as like the application and the practice of the correct Islam, this is, you know, something that we don't see from him.
Exactly.
We don't see the correct Islam coming from him. We still see the, you know, him quoting from the Bible, and we still see him quoting from Jesus. Not saying, you know, not to dismiss, like I said, not to dismiss anything that he has did for our people.
Right.
But as far as like the correct application of the correct Islam, we don't see that.
Now we used to fast.
Right.
But we fasted in the easiest month of the year to fast.
Right. And it was easy.
December.
Right.
December is the shortest month of daylight. All right, in the year.
Right.
Okay. So he had us fasting, but we fasted in the month of December. And he always said that I didn't come to teach you religion. I came to clean you up, get you ready for religion. You know, and this is, I mean, you know, a lot of people that was in it, they took it from, you know, they got the wrong impression because a lot of people right now, when it was in Nation Islam, they dogging right now.
Right.
You know, to this day, they dogging, man, because of the fact that, you know, so far the revelation Malcolm X put out there about him screwing the young women that work with him and all that.
Yeah, and that was proof of, you know, that was something that he had. It was something that was actually proof that he can actually prove that what you are doing is not correct. This is not from, you know, even if you claim to be a righteous person, or even if you're a minister or a priest or imam, it doesn't give you a privilege to be humping around and, you know, having all these multiple women.
A lot of people take that and use all that kind of stuff, you know, in the religion.
Right, exactly, and that's wrong.
Yeah, certainly.
And that's there's no proof for you to have multiple women in Islam.
Right, exactly.
You can't have a girlfriend outside of marriage.
That's right. You can't have more than 4 wives.
Right, you're not supposed to have.
You can't have 4 of them.
Right.
You can't take care of them.
Right.
You know.
So you know, wa alaikum salam. So.
Sure.
Yeah, it's safe, man. So no,
it's not you.
We just.
I had a routine.
We just.
When I left you earlier.
Wipe your mouth. You got a lot of stuff.
I was trying to brush my teeth. I'm trying to hold what I have left.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up like my brother here.
So, but we was talking about the nation. He was saying that, you know, he still have, you know, a lot of love and, you know, for Elijah Muhammad for what he has did for him. You know, in regards to him, you know, helping him clean up his act and get away from drugs.
He was slick.
Get away from.
He was the real deal.
So, but then I was saying, yes, you know, that's we commend not just him, but anybody that helped our people in regards to that struggle. In regards to that,
Elijah was a bad man.
In regards to that,
you taking a turn?
Look, in regards to that strife and those calamities and things that happened in the past, and he was able to talk to your people and get you and clean your people.
You know, the Al-Qaeda wasn't perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
But Allah let that happen for a reason.
Right.
You know, because you know, I was just listening on VAI. They used to cut the bones off on us, and then sell the bones for a nickel a piece. A nickel a piece. Or cut your dick off, put it in a bottle, and sell it. Like hold it for a hobby.
Black people was doing that.
No, Caucasian. They're so-called devil.
Put it in a bottle. The so-called, he was a devil.
You know,
Did anybody do something like that? He's a devil.
they have done so much dirt to us, man, that we don't even realize.
You know, that's probably the best thing
Just
for me.
gargle it and spit, you know, because you still got some stuff.
I know I can't get this stuff off of you, man. I can't get
Just wipe your mouth with just gargle of water and spit it out.
Sure.
With your shirt or something. Put it, like, you know, your mouth.
I ain't seen you so long. What happened, man?
I'll be here today. You'll hear me today, inshallah.
Where you at?
I've been looking all over for you, man. I finally found you.
You believe that, Kareem? You believe that, Kareem? Kareem, that sounds a little street slick. It sounds like he, you know, he been hanging out there with you. Tell me, Kareem, was he hanging out there with you? You have a young boy.
Hey, man.
He didn't know me as a young boy.
Hey, man, I'm glad I wasn't there during that time, man.
They say Kareem was a terrorist. And he dressed nice, too.
I'll preserve him, man.
He dressed nice, too. He took all your money from you, man.
Mashallah. Talk you right out your clothes.
And don't pull out no cards on him.
Yeah.
And get all the
You know, alhamdulillah, that's a blessing from
You
Allah.
probably knew my Uncle Walter. My Uncle Walter Stevens.
Stevens.
Yeah, he used to be out of BT.
Name sounds familiar, huh?
My Uncle Walter.
Ring a bell.
My Uncle Walter, they say they knew him in every borough in New York.
How old was your uncle?
If he was alive, he'd be in his 90s right now.
Okay, so
He probably about 95 if he was alive.
He's ahead of me because I'm 82. You know,
But
I remember a lot
they
of
said Walter was in Trenton in the in the 40s. He came out when I was born in 55.
My father was Ronnie Clark.
Is that right?
Ronnie Clark, Abdul.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie Clark, after he dressed sharp, deep voice, hey man, talk slick.
Did your father ever live in the projects up on 7th Avenue?
He lived in the projects in Magloria Manor in Elizabeth. Magloria Manor. Ronnie, he probably was though. He been all over. He's a dress. I think he came from I think he used to be in the Nation back in the day. In the Temple, he used to dress sharp. Clean. Dress real sharp, neat and everything. I wish I had pictures of
it. Was laid out when I was a kid. It was laid out. And they used to be down here all the time.
Now every Saturday they come down here and sell paper. But I let them use the bathroom, and they come in and buy stuff and whatnot. But I got a lot of respect for them, man.
In regards to their
the devil made sure we did not master the Quranic language. He's a devil.
Hey, man.
He don't want the language of Quran mixed with that social program.
But see, back in the day, we was talking about them not wanting us to read, and not wanting us to, not wanting, if we
know what they said? Our Negroes. I remember working on our Negroes. And if he could read, he wasn't no good. We don't need him.
You better not get caught reading.
You get caught reading.
They kill you. Reading that you get killed.
And they might kill the white boy that taught you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look at him. They might kill the white boy that taught you. But at least they'll beat him up. They'll treat him real bad.
See, we need a document. We need to, have a document. We need to talk about this stuff.
Ask the Santos.
We need to speak about. We need to speak about our transition from what we was at back then until now.
The Santos in Florida don't want this documented. In Florida, he's outlawed it.
But the people that was here now, like Sheikh Abdul Kareem and you, we can speak about this stuff.
You know what I told one of the brothers that's on the board of WME?
Yeah.
I want you to get me that microphone.
You get you what? Let you talk.
That microphone. What I'm pitching at right now, brother, those people that's got a platform, got the ability to talk to the people, man. What's on my mind, especially today more than anything else, is what this cracker owes us. This cracker owes us big time, brother. A lot of people talk about this reparation stuff, man. Ain't nobody never sued them yet. I ain't never heard nobody sue them about the reparation. But they constitutional.
People are talking about
they leaked that $5 million stuff.
They're talking about reparations.
My thing is that sue the United States government.
Look, they leaked that $5 million stuff. But you know what it's supposed to be? Minimum $5 billion.
That's right.
That's low ball.
Sure.
$5 billion ain't enough.
But you know what the qualification gonna be to get it?
Sure.
The government of California.
You gotta show them that you are from here.
The governor of California.
You're American citizen.
Out of the New York Times a month ago, he said that every qualified African American should get $5 million. And of course, the people.
That's still not even enough.
But no, that's low ball. We saw you. We was gonna get a shout. Hey man, come back here.
The qualifications that you're gonna have to prove that you had some relatives that was enslaved before emancipation, before 1865. You know what I'm saying? This is where when they give you a pay, this is what you have to prove to these people. That you had some relatives that was enslaved here in America before 1865. And a lot of people don't believe that stuff. They don't even believe that they own you. They constitutionally and that's the some case that boy from Pennsylvania.
Hey, you do me a favor? Can you put some ice in here?
Yeah. Before that small freezer, when you go back to the freezer to the left, all the way in that corner,
there's a bag of open up.
Take the ice out of that bag.
Bring me 3 wires.
I'm about to get ready to start the cookbook.
He's a trip man. He married a young sister man. She just took a shahada. She did it like 3 years. She did a shahada 3 years. She's serious.
Off the serious?
She's really dead serious.
Where's she from?
Young black sister?
Yeah. He's 51. I think she's about 53 years old.
Oh, okay. She's 13 years old.
Islam from the jump.
She accepted it.
I told him when he met her, you mess around with her, marry her.
Right. You know, sit up there and marry her.
You know what happened with Sahabas? They saw the dunya and how it wasn't worth shit. Excuse my language. And that's what. Excuse my language.
That's the picture they
But and what it would do to you when it's finished.
Not that you can't.
Look how they're doing our people now. They dirty and raggedy, looking dirty and ashy. You see what this Jew did? People is washed up. You see the buildings he putting up? You see our people how we looking? He anticipated us all out of here. You see what these drugs and stuff is doing to us?
And I heard this. NJIT is now rated over MIT. I'm the ones that make the rallies.
I'm gonna document this. I'm gonna put
that means they're about to take this thing by storm.
They want us out of here. They want us either.
Thank you.
They want us out.
They want us either go back to Africa, drop dead, or go to jail so they can escape. That's what they want.
They want
this city of North. They want this back, and they taking it back.
This is one of the best spots.
They put back there and you invested in the Northeast Coast. Got you something already.
If you're not established,
own something already, you ain't gonna be able to live here.
The floods are rising. This spot here, doesn't happen right here.
Hey, man.
Manhattan is sinking.
Get your money. They owe you money for the damage that they did to you and your ancestors. Okay? Okay, they owe you for that.
That little bit of money they're talking.
No. I'll take $5 million.
You take the $5 million?
I'll take it. All right?
So can we demand more?
You can demand as much as you want, but they owe you more than that. But you can demand more.
$5 million ain't nothing. Right? Look. You tell me Elon Musk is supposed to have more money?
Look at this here. Shit. Look at this here. You know, we all came here as our ancestors came here as slaves to work for these people, and they worked us for damn near 400 years without any pay. When we did start getting paid, which maybe was 100 years ago or 120 years ago, it didn't amount to what they get. What did they get? And it still don't amount to what they get. They still get the books.
See, but my thing is, why us though? Why we had to be the ones that took that burden on being slaves?
Why?
Slaves?
Why? Because your people sold you out. Your people sold you out. Africans, the Indian land where we come from, sold you out.
So you're saying that our people, they want to end just like, so they want money. They want money. So they sold you out just to get a spot.
Let me tell you something.
Listen,
this European, he didn't just start doing this. He's been doing this thousands of years.
Well, slavery is an ancient institution.
The Portuguese, the Spanish, all right, England, France, all these, they've been doing this for thousands of years. America's new to the game. America's only 400 years old. Not even 400 years old, all right? Actually 300 years old. All of us was involved in it. A lot of people was involved in it. Muslims was involved in it.
Yeah. Chattel slavery, what they did here was a whole
other story. The thing is that this is the kind of stuff that you're going to have to leave. Well, I'm showing you right here, okay? This is, I've been to the plantation that my great-great-grandparents lived on. I was in the company of Mark Alexander's granddaughter. Mark Alexander was the slave owner of my great-great-grandparents. Okay? He was a United States congressman. Born in 1792, died in 1883. Okay? He had thousands of slaves in northern North Carolina and southern Virginia. This is the kind of information you're going to have to get paid. And America will pay it, man, if you can prove it to them. And this is the proof of mine right here.
So you're saying America is new to
America's new. They too new to the game, man. America is a brand new country. America ain't even 400 years old.
Yeah, it's just
They came here in 1619, first and foremost. They didn't get their independence and they had to go through a war with Britain to even become the United States of America. And that didn't come until 1776.
Give me liberty or give me death.
That's what that guy said, right?
That was 140 years after they first came here. So for that 140 years, they fought to be here.
So who they take this land from?
Native
Americans. Took it from.
Yeah. Now they done got some pay.
So what was it before they named the United States? What was the name of it?
They had a lot of different
names. It wasn't the United States of America.
Right. Manhattan was Turtle Island. And you had a lot of different nations.
So the thing is that...
So Manhattan with New York City?
No, New York, that's British.
British,
Now they paid the Indians something.
New York is British too?
Yeah. New York.
They're giving the Indians something. They're giving them the land.
Right.
They got reservations all over the country.
Oh, yeah?
Indian reservation, but Indians, nobody lived there but Indians.
Right. They got their own land.
Got their own land.
Right? Some of the reservations are really...
When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor in 1941 and started World War II, they locked up every Japanese in this country and put them in concentration camps. For 5 years, the war was over in 1945. Not until around 1950 did they start paying the Japanese people that lived here for the damages they did to them. They took away their living. They paid them, they gave them money. When they allowed them to come back, they paid them. So when Hitler slaughtered up all them Jews,
you know where he learned that from?
5 years ago, listen,
they call it eugenics.
5 years ago, the German government gave, I think it was something about $50 billion to each Jewish child whose ancestors they had slaughtered. So, so people paying for the damage that they did. And America is a land of laws. You want to get even with this cracker for what he did to you? Because a lot of us don't even believe it.
Right.
And a lot of us don't want no money.
You gotta know that
you gotta use their law against them.
Right.
You gotta take their ass to court.
You know when they show the Jews,
that's the only way you're gonna get anything out of them.
Yeah, you gotta use their stuff on them.
When this New York Police Department was caught in 2012 for spying on the Muslims here in the Northeast area, okay, myself and my wife, we put in a class action lawsuit against the New York Police Department for doing what they did. It took us 6 years to get some money. There must have been maybe 100 of us in this class action suit, 100 Muslims. Okay? It took us 6 years to get $1 million. I was the only one out of the 100 people that was in this class action suit that told them, don't settle with these jokers. Go to court, take them to court. My wife even told them in the settlement hearing, we better take what we can get now because we might not get nothing. I told her, I said, these jokers, they broke the Constitution and they broke the Civil Rights Law. They're going to have to pay you. So all you got to do is wait 3 more years. Put a term that in 3 years would have been up in August 2 years ago. In 2021, the 3 years would have been up. Okay? But anyway, we settled for $1 million. Out of $1 million, our lawyers got $952,500.
That's a lot of money.
That left the 100 of us with $47,500 to split up. That amounts to about $600 a piece.
That's laughable, man.
It ain't about nothing.
Right?
You settled for that.
Everybody gonna get cracker.
So we settled for it, okay?
The
only reason I signed off for it was because it wasn't gonna give nobody nothing if everybody else signed off for it.
So why you ain't just
how they held out?
So why you continue to fight? Why
that's what they supposed to do. We know we used to not having nothing.
Continue to fight.
So let them not continue. You should have just continued.
So what happened is that so everybody can get some money. I signed off for it to get the money. But me, myself, right now, I want to sue the people that let them do it.
A good lawyer probably could bring it back.
Yeah, you can open the case.
You know who let them do it? Chris Christie.
Oh, Christie Wayne.
And Cory Booker.
Oh.
Chris Christie was.
So you can reopen that. You can reopen.
No, not that case. You can't sue the New York Police Department no more for it.
No, but you can reopen the case though.
You can reopen the case.
Right.
Okay, because it was a civil rights crime and a constitutional crime. They broke the Constitution. That's what they got caught and Trump in court for now. For breaking the Constitution. And these other 19 people along with him. And 2 of them are black. Right? One got
20-something years and
No, nobody get no time.
No, the guy that what do they call them, the Proud Boys or something like that?
No, that's another story. That's the white boys that tore up Washington D.C. January 6th.
So that's why he was a black guy that did it.
But there was a black guy got locked up too. He was on it. But there's a black guy, man, that was running a group, that was the head of a group called Blacks in Favor of Trump. They got him in indictment too. Now Trump came from New Jersey to go to Atlanta for his indictment. It cost him $200,000 bail to put up.
Wait, you went to Atlanta? To Georgia?
Yeah, it's a black prosecutor from Atlanta that's indicted. And there's another black prosecutor from New York, Alvin Bragg, that's indicted in New York. Right? So the thing is that they're trying to prove to Trump now that there's nobody above the law. Even though he was the president of the United States. He's the first president that's ever been indicted. The first president.
But it got to be proved to them that they're not above the law neither. We got to prove to them.
That's what I'm saying.
We got to prove to them that.
Take them to court. Right. Take the United States government to court for our money. But ain't nobody talking about that.
There have been presidents that did far worse things than Trump and got away with it. And that's what he probably feels.
That's why Trump feels the same way.
That's why he
a lot of these, like Hillary Clinton, Hillary's, and all of them.
I'm talking before him. Go back to Johnson right after they killed Lincoln. Or before Lincoln. If you don't want to say eugenics, you ever heard of eugenics?
What's that?
Eugenics is what they did, the Germans did to the Nazis. You know, where do you think they got their eugenics program? Where do you think they got it from?
I have no idea. And don't give it to him.
No, you should. You should really give it to them. They got it all from experiment on black folks' slaves here.
Imagine.
They get everything from us.
They say how to cut you up.
They steal all of our
They come from us.
Yeah, they steal all of our
how to cut you up, how to use a certain experiment. Every bit of every one of them came from.
We the original man.
Right.
They used us to cut us up.
We've been here before anybody else.
They used to cut your fingers off and sell them.
Mixing.
They sell the bones for souvenirs. Sell the bones on your fingers for souvenirs for 5 cents a piece.
They just take the shit and cut.
If you're messing with a white girl, they cut. She say something about you. They cut your penis off, put it in a bottle, and hold that to a souvenir.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me read something to you. This is the first generation of my family that was enslaved here by Mark Alexander. Right?
That's the slave owner.
Mark Alexander was the slave owner. Right? He did not been dead since 1883.
Long time.
But his family still has his land.
They still reaping the benefits.
Right? So, anyway, this is the first person my generation, my family, that was enslaved by. She's come from the first generation. Okay, I don't come in until the 8th generation.
Well, you came in later on.
Later on, I just got here 82 years ago. You know what I'm saying? My mother and father older than me. They got here before I did. But we're from the 8th generation. But the thing is that you got children, so you got another generation coming after you. All right? They owe them money too. You know,
everybody
that has somebody that was enslaved, they owe you money. And the only way you don't get it is to take these jokers to court. To do it. That's why I told you, brother, when the board of how many of me? Because this is all I'm talking about. Not money. That's what I want to hear. Everybody talking about.
I want to hear
the money that they owe us. That's the only way we gonna get it.
But I heard like a lot of people saying like, what about land and other things that belong to us too, other than the money?
Like what the money was asking.
Like okay, well, what if
just give us 70 states?
Yeah, our own country, our own.
Because the land is more valuable than the money.
Right, because if we get the land and everything, all that stuff is going to come.
The land got some riches in it.
Right.
You know.
All the stuff that's still within the land, the gold and all the minerals and.
Exactly where it's at. You know. I mean, because Africa got more oil in it than Saudi Arabia.
Right. And gold. Gold, right.
Africa is one of the richest countries in the world.
That's why they coming in. That's why they've
been building them for 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but Allah still preserving Africa.
Exactly where it's at. That's right.
He's still preserving
us.
Right.
I mean, we've been through the mill.
Right.
But here we got Islam.
Right.
We got the truth.
Right.
All right? And we got Allah with it.
Right.
But we got to fight. You know, we got to have to fight for what we want. You know, and the best way to fight is Christ and the Lord. Yes. We can't go to war with them. We ain't got no way.
You just got to, go by the paper.
Yeah, so
go by the rules.
A lot of groups, not Muslims, but black people, are getting guns. They ain't worried about you having no gun. All you got to do is cut the water off and cut the electricity off. Cut the television off first.
And I believe that's
television off first. We finished.
Electricity, water.
You cut that all that. He control all of that. Yeah. So the best thing to do is use the law against him, man, and have the faith in the law that Allah will help you in this situation. Right. And make this joker pay us. That's why I say I asked the brother to do something for us. That's up to me. See, let me get that telephone. Let me get that microphone. I just want to warn the people, man. You're telling me out, but that's what I want. I get that microphone, brother. I put the mix on that. You can do this. What I want to talk about is the money, getting our money.
And I believe that every older person that has life experience should be speaking to
exactly that's right.
They should be speaking and telling the people how it was.
But the majority of them that's my age, they still eat pig. They still worshiping Jesus.
Right.
They still, I'm talking about the guys, the elders are still in this day.
Right.
And of course, alhamdulillah, Allah giving us Islam, man. We got to use this Islam, man, in the way, man, that we should use it.
Right. Like going up, like being a part of the board, like the city council and all that. We supposed to be inside of all that. We supposed to be inside of. We supposed to be.
You couldn't even take care of this.
The thing is, the Muslims don't know.
Right. We supposed to. Like I see like some of the brothers, some brothers in Philly and another brother. What's his name? I think Tahir and a few brothers. They in there speaking with the big dogs.
This guy that's a mayor.
To get up there with the big dogs. You gotta sit down.
He ain't about nothing.
You gotta sit down and get the Muslims involved.
Right.
He says he's a Muslim. He don't know how to make salah.
Who? Barak?
He don't know how to make. He might know the name of Allah.
Who's that?
Barak. The mayor.
He might.
Ross Barak?
Yeah. He might know the name of Allah.
His father was one of the, I would say, the prolific black activists.
He went to Barrington with my mother. He was a big hit back
He
then.
was one of the prolific black activists here in this northeast area.
My uncle used to go to the village and get high with him.
60 years.
He was running around with white.
Oh boy, the older man was way better than all of them. What's the name? The man? What's the older one? Sharp was I.
Sharp is very intelligent. That's that Sharp. We did a fundraiser for this building right here on Street Place. When Sharp was in office, had him come here and give a speech. He said that all you got to do is come down to City Hall and sit there and talk with me, and you get anything you want. I bought lots here in the city of North, man, for $1,000.
That's why we should be up in these.
I bought a land here in the city of North for peanuts, man.
Yeah.
Sharp was giving the city away.
We should be in these offices, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We should sit down with these people and talking to them.
But the thing is that, a lot of people say we shouldn't deal with the capital.
Man.
How you gonna not deal with it, man? What Muslims got a hospital?
Right.
What Muslims got
nothing.
Got a supermarket?
Right. We can't even.
Everything we do,
We gotta go through them.
We gotta go to them to get it.
Right.
show off too.
He got his Harley. He sure came close to that car going out.